тобой что ездил, в карманах.
In the next war, will robots pull the trigger? What happens when machines, not humans, decide who lives or dies? Today we're entering a new era, the AI arms race. And from Ukraine to the growing rivalry between Washington and Beijing, artificial intelligence is no longer science fiction. It's rewriting the rules of global warfare. The Russia-Ukraine conflict has already become the testing ground for AI weapons. According to the U.S. Army War College's War Room, drones are now responsible for almost 70 to 80% of battlefield casualties. And these are not ordinary drones. They're AI-powered. With targeting accuracy jumping from 40% to almost 80%, both Ukraine and Russia are pushing the limits of AI-powered autonomy, creating unmanned ground vehicles, drone swarms, and algorithmic systems capable of identifying, tracking, and striking enemies faster than any human ever could. One Ukrainian project known as the Drone Line aims to make huge battlefield zones impenetrable, where any Russian movement is instantly detected and attacked by autonomous systems. In June, a massive spiderweb operation involving 100 drones attacked Russian air bases, believed to have been guided in part by AI systems that help the drones navigate and strike without human assistance. Ukrainian officials say over 50,000 live video feeds pour into AI platforms every month, processed to identify enemy patterns and detect hidden targets. Still, humans take the final strike decision, for now. But the concern is, what happens when AI becomes so advanced that human intervention slows it down? That question is at the heart of the global AI arms race, a contest that's now drawing in the world's superpowers. The United States, China, and Russia are locked in an intense competition to dominate the next generation of autonomous warfare. This race isn't just about weapons, it's about control of algorithms, data, and chips that decide global power. The AI arms race is now often called the AI Cold War, with nations deploying subsidies, industrial policies, and export controls to win. The United States is tying national security directly to its tech supremacy, while China pushes for AI nationalism, building self-reliant AI military systems that can compete with or surpass American models. Experts warn that whoever dominates military AI will control the battlefield of the 21st century. Geoffrey Hinton, the so-called godfather of AI, has warned that lethal autonomous weapons could make war politically easier to start, because governments would no longer be sending home body bags, just dead robots. Even the United Nations has sounded the alarm, warning that AI integration raises the risk of nuclear escalation and that decisions about nuclear use must remain under human control. Across the Pacific, the US and China are developing swarms of hundreds of drones capable of coordinating attacks, scouting missions, and real-time adaptation without human micromanagement. But the ethical, strategic, and moral challenges are staggering. How do you draw the line between human and machine in war? Military experts categorize systems as human in the loop, human decides, human on the loop, human supervises, and human out of the loop, machine acts independently. The world is dangerously close to crossing that third line. Algorithmic misjudgments are another risk. AI may mistake civilians for combatants or fail to identify surrendering troops. In Ukraine, identical uniforms or chaotic visuals could cause fatal misclassifications. Faulty data or adversarial deception can lead AI astray, creating catastrophic consequences. A recent study found that large language models used in military simulations tended toward escalation, sometimes even recommending preemptive strikes. Imagine an autonomous system misinterpreting radar data and firing first. That's how wars begin. The irony is that while AI makes warfare more efficient, it also introduces fragility. Jamming, spoofing, or simple deception can cripple these systems. Over-reliance on AI could become a dangerous weakness, and when a robot commits a war crime, who's responsible? The state, the manufacturer, or the code? That's a legal and moral puzzle the world hasn't solved. The Campaign to Stop Killer Robots, a global advocacy group, is pushing for bans or strict regulation of lethal autonomous weapons, but major powers resist, arguing that existing laws are enough. Looking ahead, Experts predict a rise in drone swarms, underwater robots, and AI systems coordinating fleets of unmanned machines. This hive mind warfare could redefine strategy. Speed and data will matter more than manpower. Some analysts call this the Minotaur model, where AI becomes the brain and humans follow its lead in real-time combat. But that could also reduce human accountability. Geoffrey Hinton's warning still rings true. Wars may become cheaper, easier, and more frequent when human lives are no longer directly at stake. Meanwhile, autonomous weapons could spread to rogue states and terrorist groups, creating unpredictable and asymmetric threats. The world urgently needs treaties and frameworks to control this technology, much like nuclear non-proliferation agreements decades ago. Austria's foreign minister called this the Oppenheimer moment for AI, a turning point where humanity must decide whether to control or unleash something it can't reverse. For the United States, the challenge is twofold: stay ahead of rivals like China, but also maintain ethical boundaries. The Pentagon is investing billions through programs like the Joint Artificial Intelligence Center to integrate AI across all military branches. Washington's export controls on chips are aimed at slowing China's progress, but these restrictions could also backfire by raising global tensions and costs. America faces a moral dilemma: lead with restraint or risk triggering a runaway AI arms race. In the coming decade, warfare may not begin with soldiers crossing borders. It may begin with code, algorithms, and silent machines executing orders faster than any human could even react. We stand at the edge of a new era where machines could shape geopolitics, rewrite strategy, and redefine morality. The AI arms race is no longer hypothetical. It's unfolding in real time, in Ukraine's skies, Silicon Valley's labs, and Beijing's command centers. The future of war is being coded right now. The question is, who controls the code, and who controls the consequences? Will humans remain in command, or will we surrender that power to the machines we've built? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: the world's next great conflict may not be fought with soldiers, but with software. If you found this exploration powerful and eye-opening, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into geopolitics, technology, and the unseen battles shaping our planet. And let us know in the comments, what scares you most about AI in warfare? The technology itself, or the humans who control it?